Thanks very much for that. Amit Gupta is head of equities at PMS Motilal Oswal Private Wealth. Amit, good to have you with us here back on the program. Thanks for joining us. I was. This is just a theory and maybe just food for thought. I wanted you to address. Apart from, the market here in India, admittedly, over the last 6 months has underperformed the regional markets or global markets. So maybe that is correcting a previous era of outperformance. Earnings deceleration, valuations, all those factors are there. But do you think there is a new factor at the margin as well, which is the fact that what is, for the lack of a better term, in vogue right now is AI in a very large way, which is getting rewarded disproportionately around the world, right? You look at pretty much any large market, and that's the pack which is doing very well. Actually, as someone said, in the US, for example, it's 7 stocks in 3 sectors which make up the market. AI, defense, and banking. And AI, of course, is by far the larger theme there. In India, we have a lack of those kind of options, right? Large core AI themes. How much of that is a factor of the margin, Amit, as you think about what the market does from here?
No, I think you are right. So there are, some emerging themes. So artificial intelligence definitely across the businesses it is going to impact. So the bigger IT players, they are already seeing they have to move into more R&D. They have to come out with different AI modules for different customers. And what we have observed, the smaller organizations, where possibly the order book is not very, very substantially higher, they are moving into AI module actually very fast. And if suppose in any company you have 70-80% of AI already conversion happening, they will do much better in the market actually going forward. So there are companies, in the mobile advertising. Now, when we are seeing that 90 crore people in India are using internet, everyone is holding a smartphone actually nowadays, or at least a phone in hand. So in that case, there are various companies which are moving into targeted marketing now through the artificial intelligence. They are taking user data, they are putting up algorithms, and then the deep insight about the customer. In fact, there are companies which are going for conversion models. That means till the client is not getting acquired, they are not charging anything. So that is to that extent AI is used now even in the mobile advertising. And I think this is a big trend going forward. And these are asset-light models. So in your portfolio, when you look back,
it's using AI to make your business more efficient, targeted, etc. My question was different. If you wanted to get exposure to AI as a theme, what do you buy in India?
So mobile advertising is one theme, where artificial intelligence is used like anything. There is a company, FL India, in that particular space. They are using this particular model of cost per user conversion. That means it is not that only with a single click. You are asking for the revenues. You are asking
advertising as a business. My point is core AI, right? I mean, the building AI. So you don't have those options, right? And at least global capital is hungry for those kind of ideas. And if it's very evident the performance of some of these players. I'm not just talking about the Magnificent Seven in the US, other in Europe, in Japan, in Taiwan, etc., which is absent here. And maybe that is also a reason why the market has underperformed a little bit.
So it will take time,
Yeah.
I think it will take time, and that is where you have to put more R&D in India, which we have not done actually historically. So, but as what I'm saying, there are few businesses which may be small in size, they are emerging and they are taking some AI modules, whether they have done R&D of themselves or they are buying from outside. But we like those companies who are really doing R&D of themselves. And in small modules also, like as I discussed about mobile advertising, it's a big game going forward. And yes, from the big IT companies, we have to see how the structure pan out. But the mid-cap IT, some of them, they have already converted to 55-60% of their overall order book into the AI modules.
So Affle is one stock. Some of the mid-cap IT companies which are at the forefront of AI, would you like to name them? And is there any other play?
So in the small, if you look at in the mid-cap IT, there is a company, Gensa Technology, FL India, I already discussed. It has actually moved to almost 100% AI model of themselves. So slowly you will find the new game, the new players coming in. And all these fintechs, all these gaming companies, healthcare companies who have a large database with them, they are going to be the clients actually going forward. They will use their own modules and they will use the AI modules for target marketing also. So, for example, Zomato of the world, they have a large base, 800 cities they are already in. Blinkit is now expanding forward. So you will see that they will also hire someone so that they can analyze the data. So how you will analyze the data? Ultimately, it is the artificial intelligence. So nowadays, previously you had only data centers. Now you have AI-driven data centers, right? Now you are going to have AI agents. So the game is changing, and obviously India will not remain isolated from it. India is also developing, and with the DeepSeek, which has come at a very low cost, I think it's a big opportunity for India. That when you are going to do R&D, possibly your cost may not be incurred higher, if that is one of the example. And I think this is where it's a good canvas for us, good opportunity amid all this volatility. And going forward, you will find some of the digital players doing really good, which are the asset light models.
So AI, maybe not in its purest form, what US companies are doing, but in different aspects. And perhaps we'll see greater adoption and greater opportunities in the market as well. Take that point, Amit. Now let me pivot back to the big manufacturing opportunities. And I want to get your attention back to defense because of what we've just seen from Hindustan Aeronautics. It's so reassuring to see that finally one of the largest defense players, and at least decent numbers coming through, slightly above our poll as well. And even if I look at margins have actually expanded very smartly year on year. Now their margins are touching almost 26%. Let's get the stock up if we can. Hindustan Aeronautics. We'll get our colleague to give us more details on those numbers as well. But this is my question, Amit. I mean, on defense, what should one be doing? The stocks obviously rallied a lot. Then Q1 was not good. And then the whole war specter also was fading away. So they've gone through a phase of profit taking as well. Would you be buying anything in defense on dips?
So yes, I think the direct answer is yes, because we feel this is a very strong theme. The only thing is it moves very fast. So after the Indo-Pak war, immediately we saw a very significant move across the segment in the defense space. And then profit booking is also coming. So what we feel going forward, that the companies where order book increase is very fast, there you will see a better move going forward. See, execution happens later, but actually the stocks are moving with a percentage increase in the order book. So in Hindustan Aeronautics, previously we saw the stock became substantial mover because that time the order book was growing. Now there are portions of executions which may be sorted out, but eventually the stock has seen the major move with the order book surge, and it moved to almost 1,84,000 crores. There are companies like Bharat Dynamics, where the order book is hardly 22,000 crores. And there possibly, if the supply chain constraints are not there, eventually you will see a very higher order. In fact, with Armenia, when the order was done, it was almost $1.3 billion, where the major order came in Akash missile also. So we feel that this is a good segment, a growth segment, where volatility will be part of the game. Whenever such kind of geopolitical scenario will come, where you will find the government is, trying to sort out the things outside, then the stocks also will see some profit booking, which we have seen now.
But, so which are the ones that, as of now in your portfolio, Amit, which are the ones that you have and the ones where you think that there is it's a good story to back?
So we have a couple of stories from the PSU space. One is definitely Bharat Dynamics, which is part of our model portfolio. Then we have from the shipping, because the shipping, we feel, if you look at all the three companies right now, they have a combined, order book, and which is around 75,000 crores. And we feel it is going to be triple in the coming 3-4 years. And that is where the government focus is also there. And that's why I think in the shipping, we found opportunity. We found at a much lower level, and amid this profit booking, I think it is again throwing an opportunity now. So we have from these areas, and then from the private defense, because out of 1.4 lakh crores of total production in defense, now 32,000 crore is also coming from the private players. So you will find opportunities in those private players who have a long pedigree of operation, and they are giving ROE in excess of 30%. If you can get that with the increase in the order book, that is going to be a win-win situation actually for your portfolio.
Okay, thank you very much, Amit. Great discussion. Need to get into a break.